But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit robbery, the bullshit fraud.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a viral video of an African-American woman over in Ghana complaining about the conditions of Ghana and how they're nowhere near the standard of the good old US of A. When we're talking about, you got to bribe everybody, it's a lot of scamming going on, the electricity is unreliable, it might go out for an entire day. There's just a lot of things over in Ghana that she did not anticipate. Now, before I go any further, shout out to you guys for sending me this. This is a great clip and it's a great teachable moment. And the lesson, before we get to the video, the lesson is whenever you want to go live somewhere or even visit, you need to do your due diligence, do your research, educate yourself, figure out where you're going and what's happening in that particular part of the world. Everywhere is not America. Really, America, the USA, this is it. You're not really going to find much better. I mean, unless you have endless pockets, which is an issue here. And before I go any further, let's get to the actual clip. Of course, if you want to see the clip in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit robbery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals, it's scorpions outside the house, it's big spiders, it's big lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the room with you, sleeping with you, all the people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below, because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make it happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love the people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
All right, so okay, shout out to her. Now look, there's a lot I want to say. There's a lot to quote unquote unpack here, as the cool kids say. Let me start from the top. First of all, it's Ghana. It's Ghana. It's not America. It's Ghana. If you lived in the USA your whole life and you've not experienced anything else, no other country, you've not really seen poverty. The poverty in Ghana is 100% real. So of course you're going to have scammers, you're going to have bribery, you're going to have those who think you got money. I mean, look, okay, we all got a pair of eyes now. I ain't trying to be mean, but we see you got a few pounds on you, so you can go get food and things of this nature. When you're poor in other countries, it's impossible to be your size. See, that's that real poverty that you don't understand. Living in America got you spoiled. All the creature comforts, everything, the electricity come right back on. It never goes out unless you get some kind of catastrophic storm. And even in that case, it comes back on pretty quickly. See, you're not used to dealing with harsher conditions, a condition of a country that's not first world at all. Of course, you got places in Ghana where they got money, people doing well, just like anywhere else. But When they're not doing well, they're doing really, 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 really bad. And you just plopping yourself in there as a foreigner. You think because you're black that makes a difference? Listen, you as a black American might as well be a white person. Actually, it's kind of like not even the same, because they think the whites got money, the Chinese got money. Maybe you got a little bit of money, but not as much as them. Either way it goes, they see you as an opportunity. They don't really see you as one of them. There's internal issues in African nations, different groups, the class divide, tribal issues. So if they're not 100% on the same page in a place like Ghana, how are you going to come there and just have a beautiful time? It doesn't really make any sense. So like I said, before you go somewhere, become educated. You go to Ghana, where is it at? It's near the equator. So of course you're going to be in a tropical environment. You're going to have colorful lizards. You're going to have big, crazy spiders, things you've not seen before, because you're not in Detroit, Michigan no more. You're not in LA no more. You're not in Dallas, Texas no more. It's different. It's different in a place like Ghana. It's just not the same. The same kind of things we have, the wildlife control, they don't have that. Yeah, you're going to see malnourished cows and sheep and whatnot, because that's what they need. Like that's how they live. And they've been living like that. You coming into their environment, criticizing it. Well, you should figure out a way to live within it and deal with it or go back. So I appreciate you saying, you know what? I'm going to go back to America, set up shop in America. It's easier. It's so much easier. And people say that they hate America and they want to leave. I don't really see them leaving. And then if they do leave, they always come back. If they do leave, they make their money probably remotely from America. America is where it's at. A lot of your Ghanaian neighbors would love to come here. Matter of fact, put it to you this way. Ask yourself this question. You as an American citizen, I suppose still, you've not renounced it. You as an American citizen, if you go to most Ghanaians, not all, but most Ghanaians, and say, hey, you want to trade places? I come to Ghana, I become a citizen. You come to America, you become a citizen. They're going to take their deal all day long, but it would not be so much the other way around. And that's just not for Ghana. That's for most countries on earth. A lot of Europeans will take that deal. South Americans, they'll take their deal, obviously. Asians will take it. A lot of Chinese will take it. But it's not so much the other way around, because everybody knows America is where it's at. So I'm glad you're able to realize that. I'm glad you're able to have that real pill moment. And sometimes it takes for somebody to go to a place and see how they live and experience it. When you get that first stomach bug, you get that first little bit of malaria, when the mosquitoes is biting your hind parts clean, smooth off, you'll have a revelation. It'd be a light bulb. It just goes off. Ding. Oh, you know what? I was much better off in the USA. Why don't I go back home? Now, as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody who visits Africa. Maybe you live in Africa. I'm not trying to say that all African nations are poor. I'm just saying it's different. And that goes for any country. Okay, you want to go to China, you see all the glitz and the glamour on that what was that, the propaganda app they had, Little Red Book, or TikTok, same thing. But you see all the glitz and glamour, but when you go over there, it might be a little bit different. It's just like seeing some vacation spot on a catalog. It looks beautiful in the pictures. It's very well produced. The catalog itself has a nice gloss. You know, they put that on 20-pound gloss, whatever it is. It looks beautiful. But when you go there and actually experience it, it's not quite what you were expecting. You have to kind of do a little bit more research rather than just saying, oh, I'm going to go to Africa, be with my people, make it work. Nah, let's be intelligent here. We have tools at our disposal. We have the internet. We have people that go over to the continent and they know about it. Talk to them first and get a realistic view of what your life is going to be before you just go over there and make a rash decision. Yeah, I'm going to be an African now. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about the young lady's video? Have you been to Africa? Do you live in Africa? Are you African? African parents, whatever it is. Do you think she's telling the truth, not telling the truth? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Of course she's telling the truth. She's not lying. That's just what it is. And it's not an indictment on Africa. It's just to say that the USA is special. Ain't nowhere like it. If you want the USA, if you want the things that the USA has to offer, stay in the USA. Okay. If you're willing to go to a place like Ghana and do with the pros and the cons, then do with it. If you don't want to do with it, then don't. And that goes for any country. You can go to China. It might be nice in some spots, but you're not Han Chinese, so you're automatically not even really part of society. It's different. It's different. So again, please do your research, understand where you're going before you go there, and then you have a much better time. If you just hopping out the window, living off vibes, just taking the risk, not knowing what you're getting yourself into, you might find yourself in a young lady's shoes. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace. Oh, my sister, please do not leave, huh?